For 615 days, Max Spark's world record solve of 3.13 seconds seemed untouchable. Until now, because Yiheng Wang just shattered the record with an unbelievable time of 3.08 seconds. Now, some smart people out there might realize, wait, that's just 0.05 of a second difference. Well, let's take a look at a different statistic. For Max's solve, he was turning at an average speed of 10.5 turns per second. Yiheng, on the other hand, turned at 14.6 turns per second. Yiheng had to turn almost 40% faster than Max just to take the record from him. But how did he manage to do that? What was so special about this specific solve? Well, let's take a look at Yiheng's exact solution and how he could have gotten an even faster time if he had done something differently. Which means, yes, this is kind of a fail. This could have been a faster solve, but if you want to follow along, the scramble is right here. Just make sure to hold white on top, green in front. By the way, thanks to Stewie for providing the reconstruction. So Yiheng is gonna start off by making a white cross around the white center. But before showing the exact solution he did, I'm first gonna try to explain the cross solution in the easiest way possible, because there's quite some things to look at. Now, first of all, notice that we have this orange white cross piece right here, which we can move to the white center in just one move. And just by doing this simple move right here, we move the green cross piece to the blue center and the blue cross piece to the green center, meaning that the three cross pieces right here are in the perfect position to be solved in relation to each other. Which means there's only one cross piece left to solve, which is this red one right here. And the way to solve this in this spot right here is just moving that spot underneath the cross piece, inserting that, and then aligning the cross. Now Yiheng added one more move to the solution, because his first pair is gonna be this orange-green pair right here into the front right slot. And notice that during the insertion of this red cross piece, you can actually move the corner right here. And if we then do the same solution, we actually have a 3-mover right on top of the front right slot. So we have the same scramble once again, and now I'm gonna show you how Yiheng executed the same solution. So he's gonna hold the white center piece in the back, and he can do the first two moves simultaneously. So that's inserting this cross piece right there and aligning both of these cross pieces next to each other. So together that would look something like this. So really easy. Then he's gonna solve this cross piece and bring the cross to the bottom by doing a white R move and then an R prime to solve the third cross piece. So then you end in this grip right here, and you can do a U prime D together, which saves some time, so that's good. Inserting the last cross piece, doing a U prime D once again, and then inserting the first pair in the front right slot like that, and regripping to home grip like that. And this is an incredibly good cross solution because execution for this one is just perfect. Now moving on to F12, so we want to solve the first two layers by inserting all of the pairs. I thought this was really interesting because most people would start with this pair right here in the front left slot because it stands out that much. But Yiheng probably notices something during inspection, and that is if you solve this pair in the back first by doing this right here, the other pair, which are these two, set up into a 3-mover which you can cancel straight after the solution of the back pair. And this is really impressive, and it is probably what made this solve that fast. Now, because he inserted the last pair with his left index right here, he's gonna do a U2 with the right hand right here to put the last pair into position. Now, because he used his right hand for the U2, Yiheng does something interesting in my opinion, and that is solving the back left pair by pushing with the left index right here, pull, and another push right here. Now, I think this is pretty interesting because he executes it like this, and I haven't seen a lot of people do it. But what's even more interesting is that while inserting the last pair, you'll realize that we have an OLL skip. And what this means is that usually when you get to last layer, you do not have a yellow face yet. You have to build one by doing an algorithm. But there's a 1 out of 216 chance that you skip OLL and you get to save some moves, and that's exactly what happened to Yiheng Wang. And because the chances of this happening are so slim, Yiheng didn't expect it, and he kinda wasted just a split second before realizing that he got to PLL and recognizing the case. But not only did Yiheng get an OLL skip, also the PLL case he gotten, so basically the last step of the solve, is really good because you can perform this really fast. But here's where the solve stops being perfect, because he made a total of 3 mistakes during this step. Now first of all, he does a U prime to get the PLL in position, and then regripping the right hand. What he should have done instead is regripping during the U prime and not U prime regripping. Now even though this doesn't save that much time, remember that if Yiheng would have done this solve just 0.09 seconds faster, he would have gotten the first sub 3 official solve. So something like regripping during the U prime would have actually made a difference. Now the second mistake is during the execution of the algorithm, because he does index U right here and then straight after another U move with the same index. Now this is called overworking, and he could have prevented it by pushing with the left index right here. Now because the footage of the world record isn't the best, I found another video of Yiheng doing the same algorithm with the same mistake, so using his index finger twice when he can prevent this with better finger tricks. And if you're ever curious about the correct finger tricks, you can find all of the cases and algorithms on cube.academy. You can just click on each case and it will bring you to the video of me showing the finger tricks. But obviously, if you're not a cuber yet, you can just check the how to solve a Rubik's Cube module and start all the way from the beginning. With the method I'm showing you, I've helped millions of people solve their first Rubik's Cube, so no excuses, you can solve it too, just check cube.academy. Now on to mistake number 3. Now, because he was overworking the right index, I believe he was in a bad position to end the PLL and tried to do the last move, which was a U prime during the R2, which kind of made him to lock up, and he had to fix that. And then he threw down a cube, but he definitely wasted some valuable time there. Usually you would turn faster during the last layer, but Yiheng did 16 TPS during F2L, which is unheard of, and only 12 TPS during the PLL execution, which honestly guys is still fast, but look at this case. Okay, I messed up. Let's try that again. See, you can do the UP perm extremely fast. Yiheng can turn even faster than me. I'm not saying that he did a horrible job, but I believe he could have done the PLL in at least 0.3 seconds faster. And I know this because I have footage of Yiheng doing the exact same PLL in 0.9 seconds, including the recognition. And that would have meant that this solve could have potentially been a 2.7 second solve. But overall, Yiheng turned at an average speed of 16 turns per second during F2L, and I couldn't change anything about F2L to make it better. Too bad he messed up on his last algorithm, otherwise this would have been an unbreakable world record for a long time. Now, however, I'm predicting that Yiheng himself will break this world record within a couple of months. The cube I used in this video is the Moyu Weilong Ferrocore, only available at thecubicle.com, my sponsor, ever since the start of my channel. They have all of the puzzles, everything you need, and if you want to save some money, you can use discount code CubeHead for a huge discount. Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you in the next one.